if you want to grow your glutes, like, why are you doing quad focused leg days? If you're someone that's eating 1 meal a day, honey, your glutes are not gonna grow. I felt like I was going to the gym 6 days a week and eating super healthy, but I wasn't noticing any results. And I'm like, I work out every single day, like, why is my body not changing? And this is literally why.
Where did these niggas be at when they say they doing all this, not it? Tired of beefing you bums, you can't even pay me enough to react.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys exactly what I've been doing to grow my glutes. Recently, I have noticed a huge difference in my glutes. They've grown 2 inches and I've been doing some things differently, so I thought I would make a video about it because these things actually changed the game for me. So if you want to grow your glutes, then listen up. November 1st, 2021, my glutes were 36 inches. I'll put a photo here. And today, March 1st, 2023, so 4 months, they're 2 inches bigger. So they are 38 inches. Keep in mind, I've been working out for years now, probably since I was like 18. I'm almost 24, so I don't know, you do the math. I'm not good at math, but training legs for a long time, and 2 inches in 4 months is insane. Mind you, I still have a small waist. I still kept my figure slim. And I didn't grow my legs too much. Like, I literally just grew my glutes. So I'm gonna tell you what I did. The first thing that I did, and this is the most important thing that I'm gonna mention in this whole video. It sounds like it's not that important, and I'm sure you guys hear it everywhere, but this is what changed the game for me. So I used to go to the gym and just go through the motions. I was lifting like 6 days a week. I would go to the gym for an hour, get through my workout, and go home. Recently, I have really been focusing on mind-muscle connection and working out with intention. And oh my god, it makes the world of a difference. What that basically means is really focusing on each muscle that you're working. And even if you think you're focusing on it, you can focus on it even harder and doing every single rep with intention. Like, I used to do squats and just be like going up and down, up and down, up and down, just trying to get the weight up and not really focusing on every single rep. When you slow down your movements and really focus on mind-muscle connection, you will feel it so much more in your glutes, and you will notice a huge change in your glute gains. Literally ever since I started doing this, my glutes grew 2 inches. Like, this is the #1 thing that I changed in my routine. As someone that has gone to the gym for years and years, it's something that you can easily forget about and not really prioritize. I felt like I was going to the gym 6 days a week and eating super healthy, but I wasn't noticing any results. And I'm like, I work out every single day. Like, why is my body not changing? And this is literally why. It's because I wasn't focusing on squeezing my muscles. I wasn't focusing on how I was doing each movement. I wasn't slowing down my movements. Like I said, I would do squats and just go up and down, like pretty quickly just to get through it. And that is not how you grow your glutes. Like, you need to really focus on every single movement that you're doing and every single part of the movement. What I started doing, for example, for hip thrusts is bringing the weight up, contracting as hard as I can, and then slowly coming back down and focusing on squeezing my butt through the entire movement. Doing it very, very slow and controlled, and really working out with intention. I don't even know how to explain it any better. I know it sounds kind of like dumb, but it actually makes such a difference, guys. Like, this is literally, like I said, the #1 thing that I changed. I am also a kinesiology graduate, so what we actually learn in our degree is that the eccentric part of the movement is better for muscle growth. So there's 2 parts to a movement. There's concentric and eccentric. So for example, in a squat, the concentric part is when you're coming up from the squat, squeezing your glutes. The eccentric part is when you're going down, stretching your muscles. So it's the same for any movement. RDLs, the eccentric would be when you're going down, stretching the muscle, and the concentric would be when you're coming up. For hip thrusts, the concentric is when you're going up, squeezing your muscles, and the eccentric is when you're coming down. Anyways, the eccentric movement is actually proven to be more effective for muscle growth than the concentric movement. Now, they're both important, but the fact that the eccentric movement is better for muscle growth than the concentric movement, and people are just slamming the weight down after their hip thrust, girl. So instead of slamming the weight back down, really focusing on slowing down your kind of descent after your hip thrust back down to the ground, because when your muscles are in that lengthened position, that is when you're gonna grow the most muscle, when you pay attention to those types of movements. That's probably why RDLs work so well, is because the eccentric movement is when you're going down and then you squeeze back up. So you automatically kind of focus on the eccentric movement for those. Okay, so the next thing kind of ties into this, and that is lifting lighter. And I know for most people, they say to grow your glutes, you need to be lifting heavy. And yes, I agree with that. But if you're someone that has been going to the gym for years and are lifting very, very heavy weights, maybe take this into consideration, because I used to go to the gym and focus on how much weight can I lift, how much can I add to the barbell this week, and I wasn't actually feeling the workouts in my glutes. Like I was focused on getting the weight up, I was focused on how much weight I could lift. So what I started doing was taking a couple of plates off of the bar and really just focusing on the movement, like I said, making sure my form was really, really good. To be honest, you can't really focus on form and how you're doing each movement and your mind to muscle connection if you're lifting, you know, like a bazillion plates each side on the bar. Like you really can't. Like all you're focusing on is getting the weight up. Like that's really all you can focus on. So personally for me, I brought my rep range up to 10 reps. So I'm no longer doing 5 to 8 reps, trying to max out all the weight I can do. I'm doing 10 reps for each exercise. So that gives me enough time to really start feeling the burn in my glutes. You know, I can put on a comfortable weight that is still challenging, but that I can get up for 10 reps. Because to be honest, to grow your muscles and train for hypertrophy, you need to be doing at like 10 reps. Like that's like the kind of average rep range to be doing. I would say maybe 8 to 10, but I honestly just stick to 10 because that's how I feel each movement. And when you start to feel the burn in your glutes, that's how you know it's actually working. If you don't feel that, it's not really gonna work. You can think it's working all you want, like, oh, I go to the gym every single day, I lift this amount of weight, like, why are my glutes not growing? It's because you're not even feeling it in your glutes. You're not focusing on your glutes. You're not lifting a comfortable weight enough to actually feel the burn, because you're only getting 5 reps in. So how can you actually feel the burn? You know, you gotta keep going. So anyways, yes, I started lifting lighter weights. Like I said, this probably doesn't apply to beginners, because if you're a beginner, I do suggest definitely lifting heavy weight, like heavier and heavier weight every single week until you get to like a certain point, of course. But for someone that's been going to the gym for a while, maybe take a couple plates off and really focus on how you're doing every single movement. Okay, so the next thing is doing 2 to 3 leg days a week that are glute focused. I see everywhere online people's workout splits being like quad day, hamstring focused day, like all these different focused leg days, and I'm like, if you actually want to grow your glutes, every leg day should be glute focused. It's easy to get in that trap of like trying to train that way because everyone else is training that way. But as soon as I started making every single leg day glute focused, doing hip thrusts, RDLs every single leg day, that's when I noticed a huge difference, because I'm not trying to train my quads, I'm not trying to train my hamstrings, I'm trying to train my glutes. I'm trying to grow a fat ass, okay? Of course, every exercise that you use your glutes, you're using all the rest of your leg muscles as well. Like, you know, like in an RDL, of course you're gonna use some hamstrings, but they are glute bias. Like if you're bending your knees and doing the glute bias RDLs. I'm gonna talk about the exercises that I love the most for glute growth at the end. Every leg exercise is gonna incorporate multiple leg muscles, so your leg muscles are not gonna be left out. But if you're doing a quad extension on the quad machine, you're only working your quads, really. Like, if you wanna grow your glutes, like why are you doing quad focused leg days? If you wanna focus on other things, that's totally fine, but this is for people that actually are like concerned about why their glutes aren't growing. So yes, I upped my leg days from 2 days a week to 3 days a week. Now be careful with this, because I feel like if you're overdoing it and you're not giving your muscles the time to rest and recover, then it's gonna have the opposite effect on you, and you actually won't be able to grow muscle at all, because you need to recover those muscles to actually grow muscle. However, for me, I feel like at this point in my fitness journey, I'm able to handle 3 leg days. If you're a beginner, definitely stay away from 3 leg days. Or even if you're intermediate, I feel like I'm a pretty advanced gym goer. So for me, I can handle 3 leg days. And I did start incorporating 3 leg days into my split instead of 2, and they are all glute focused. So basically what I mean by glute focus, the exercises that I do to grow my glutes are RDLs. Those are what I really focus on. I've noticed a huge difference by adding those into my workout routine. Hip thrusts, of course. Honestly, I don't really love cast glute bridges. I try and do them here and there, but hip thrusts are what work for me personally a lot better. I feel like you get a lot more stretch, you get a lot more range of motion, and I feel it a lot more in my glutes. So for the RDLs, you have to do them glute bias, and what that means is you have a slight bend in your knees, so your legs aren't totally straight. This is gonna target more of your glutes, so definitely do them that way versus having straight legs. What I've also been doing is adding a platform under my feet. I'll put a little video here so you guys can see what I mean. This allows you to get a greater stretch in your muscles. So again, that eccentric movement, you get more time under tension for the eccentric movement. So hip thrusts and RDLs are my two #1 exercises that I have to have in every single leg day. Every single leg day, no questions asked, I'm doing RDLs and hip thrusts. I will definitely add accessory movements as well. So like a cable kickback, a hip abduction on the hip abduction machine, anything to target the glutes. Reverse lunges definitely target the glutes, like Bulgarian split squats. I like to do things that really target just the glutes, like I said, cable kickbacks, hip abductions, like a glute bridge. If you want to follow my TikTok, it is Taylor Fit. I have a lot of leg workouts on there if you want more of my workout routine. Lastly, let's talk about food, okay? So your girl likes to eat. I always have eaten 3 meals a day. I've never restricted myself, and that's why I've always had a pretty nice booty, but I have started really prioritizing protein. I have a protein shake every single day. I have the Premier protein drinks from Costco. I don't actually do like the protein powder and water anymore. I don't really like that. But I have the protein drinks from Costco. I drink one of those a day. They're 30 grams of protein. I make sure that every single meal has protein in it, whether that's tofu, whether that's chicken, whether that's steak, whether that's chickpeas, falafel, any sort of protein source has to be in every single meal that I eat. So if you're someone that's eating 1 meal a day, honey, your glutes are not gonna grow. Like, I'm sorry, but they're literally not gonna grow. If you're under eating, which is actually so many women, I am an online trainer and I have a lot of women come to me that are under eating, eating 1 meal a day, not eating till 1 p.m., eating maybe 2 meals a day or a couple snacks a day. That is not how you're gonna get the body that you are looking for, because you're only putting your body in starvation mode and it's gonna hold on to fat easily. You're basically just gonna look skinny fat, like they say. If you want that toned look, you're gonna have to grow muscle. And if you wanna grow a booty, you're gonna have to eat at least 3 meals a day. I have a list of my favorite protein options here. So we have chickpeas, edamame, Greek yogurt, shrimp, tuna, quinoa, eggs, beans, cottage cheese, and chicken. So if you guys want more recipe ideas and meal ideas, you can definitely follow my Instagram. It's Taylor Fit. I have like highlights of all of my breakfast, lunch, and dinner options and snacks. So definitely go check that out if you want more inspiration. But if you found this video helpful and you want to know more, you can apply for my one-on-one coaching. I am a one-on-one coach. I really focus on clients that want to lose fat and gain a booty. So if that's you, then definitely apply. I'll have the link down below. It comes with a workout plan and a meal plan, so you're all set. It's all in my cute little Train with Tay app. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys liked this video, and don't forget to subscribe so you guys don't miss any other videos from me. Let me know if you like this type of video, because I can do a lot more informative videos like this. Like I said, I am an online fitness coach and a kinesiology graduate, so I have a lot of knowledge in this cute little brain of mine. So I can do more videos like this if you guys would like that. And I will see you guys in my next video.
Yeah, baby. Sometimes we laugh and sometimes we cry, but I guess you know now. Baby, I took a half and she took the whole.